Structural genomics. The ultimate goal of the genomics is to determine the nucleotide sequence of the genomes. This is one of the main objectives of the genomics, that we identify or we sequence the DNA of particular organisms. So, for performing the structural genomics, that is actually to do physical mapping of the genomes as well as genetic mapping of the genomes. Physical mapping and genetic mapping of genomes can be performed by sequencing the genomes. So first we see that what is genetic mapping. Genetic mapping is actually approximate location of genes that is relative to the location of other genes. This identification or the location of genes with reference to other genes is based on the rates of the recombinations, or in other words it is called as recombination frequencies. So genetic mapping is performed with the help of recombination frequencies. While on the other hand, physical mapping, which also helps us for the structural genomics or to determine the sequence of the genomes, nucleotide sequence of the genomes, this technique, which is called as physical mapping, is based on the direct sequencing of the genomes or sequencing of the DNA. So physical mapping actually places the genes on the sequence of the DNA, and usually the physical mapping is measured either in base pair or in kilobase pair, and sometimes in form of a million base pair or mega base pair. So physical mapping is to determine the actual nucleotide sequence of the genomes either in the form of base pair, kilobase pair, or in mega base pair. What is included in case of structural genomics? When we study structural genomics, in fact, we are studying the distinct components of the genomes, abundance and complexity of the messenger RNA, genome sequences, number of genes on particular genome, coding and non-coding sequences which are present on that genome. When we see that there is a difference between the structures of prokaryotic genomes and eukaryotic genomes. Prokaryotic genomes, there is no intergenic DNA, and most of the genes which are present on the prokaryotic genes, there are no introns. While in case of eukaryotic genes, particularly higher eukaryotic genes, we see that the genome of eukaryotes are complex. In addition to coding sequences, there are also non-coding DNA. So, in addition to this, in case of eukaryotic genomes, there is 10x to 30x, mean 10 times up to 30 times more DNA is present in case of eukaryotic genomes. While performing or while studying the structure of complex genomes, we see that there are introns within the genes. We see that there are regulatory elements of the genes that can be enhancers, that can be in the form of silencers. There can be multiple copies of gene including pseudogenes. There can be intergenic sequences as well as interspersed repeats. So these are all characteristics of eukaryotic genomes, and in case of most of the prokaryotic genomes, we do not see that there are introns in the genes, and most of the prokaryotic genomes, we do not see that there is intergenic DNA as well as interspersed repeats are present in those genomes. In case of structural genomics, means we have to identify the nucleotide sequence of the genomes. Here is the DNA or the genome which is present in the cell. If we want to study the structural genomics, it means we are going to perform the genome mapping. That can be genetic mapping, that can be physical mapping. We are going to perform the genome sequencing as well as we are going to perform the genome annotations. So when we perform genome mapping, genome sequencing or genome annotations, these are the techniques which are actually used to study the structure of the genomes, or it is called as structural genomics. Structural genomics, particularly in case of eukaryotic genomes, we see that major part of the genomes of eukaryotes consist of transposable elements. Transposable elements can be classified into 4 different families. They are called as lines, mean long interspersed nuclear elements, sines, short interspersed nuclear elements, LTR, long terminal repeats, as well as DNA transposons. So in case of eukaryotic genomes, when we see the structure of the eukaryotic genomes, major part of the eukaryotic genome consists of transposable elements that are in the form of lines, sines, LTR, as well as DNA transposons. Structural genomics in case of humans. When we see in case of genome of the humans, there is approximately 45% repetitive DNA. So that repetitive DNA is in the form of lines. Lines are approximately 6 to 8 kb in length, and that is 21% of the genome. Sines, that can be 100 to 300 base pair, and that forms the 13% of the genome of humans. Retrovirus-like elements, they are approximately 8%, while DNA transposons, they are 3% of the human genome. So these are all types of the repetitive DNA which is present in the eukaryotes as well as in the genome of the humans. So structural genomics is actually to determine the nucleotide sequence of the genomes. Structural genomics is also to perform the physical mapping of the genomes as well as genetic mapping of the genomes. So if we conclude that what is structural genomics mean we are going to determine the nucleotide sequence of the genomes, we are going to perform physical mapping of the genomes, and we are going to perform the genetic mapping of the genomes as well as genome annotations.